I took my bags and I left. Yeah.
I'm out.
You can't leave.
You watch me. Deuces.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabo Papan and this is my digital diary where I talk about my life, my journey and everything in between. If you are new here, please do click that subscribe button, and if you're a returning Sabi, a day one supporter of this channel, thank you so much for being here once again, bestie. I hope you guys do have a drink with you or a snack, because I'm about to spill the tea on my rematch situation. And we're ready to finally say, you know what? Keshapo ka vibe, because no ways. No ways. Without any further ado, let's get into it.
You know what me pum pum, on the body me a wine and a boom 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 boom, papa boom boom. Have me body does a jump and a boom boom.
When I'm drinking an energy drink, I am fueling up, guys, with a story. I am. So initially, this is my extension year, and my extension year began in April. So I moved from California to Texas to basically start my second year with my new family. And guys, when I tell you, I enjoyed the interviews that we had with each other and everything, right? But when it came to me getting there, I mean, it was fine, you know. I got there and it was fine. But guys, I think maybe, I don't know if it was personalities clashing, or I get man even in that sense, you know. Cool. So I was there for about almost 3 months. I was taking care of 2 twin boys. They were 2 years about to turn 3, and in this story we will name the one boy Duranto, right? And we will name the other one Paseka. Sharp. So Karabo arrives in Texas, meet the new family. Karabo also meets Duranto and Paseka, and you know, okay, little cute kids, Shapo, you know, no quarrel at all. Get to the house and, you know, okay, we're just there talking. We're even talking. Yeah, guys. But gay, yeah, right? So I got there the Saturday, and then the Sunday it was fine. I woke up in the morning, took a shower, and then I went downstairs, right? And then I just like joined them. They were watching church on the TV, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna join in. Cool, it was fine. And then the week started, okay. And in this case, right, Duranto came like as a kid, has a sharp man, you know. Duranto likes drinking more than eating, so that is totally understandable. Cool. And then Paseka eats eats very well. So in my interviews, when I did interviews, how is your children's personalities or like characters, and what do they struggle with, right? And they were like, no, they're good. They don't really give a lot of issues, and they're very used to knowing that when it's time for mom and dad to go work, it's time for mom and dad to go work.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive.
Cool. Guys, initially I know as an au pair that the first month will be very tricky with kids and adjusting and all that, right? And within that time, I was the second person. They had like a 94 a month, and then I only extended in April, so they needed somebody in March. I was not available. Cool. So I get there in April and it's another switch. They had somebody new for a month. So I come for a month, it's another switch. Cool, understandable that okay, we'll have problems here and there, you know? And me coming from watching a kid that old, I'm very confident in my ability and myself and how I am as a person with kids. Very confident, because I remember the mom was like, more than 6 weeks, I'm sure you'll have adjusted and all that. And then my man, I'm like, probably 4 weeks, you know? Yeah, your girl was very confident. Cool, but that was not the story, right? Okay, so the first month, it's fine. Guys, I really did struggle with Duranto eating. You know, I would make food for Duranto. Duranto would not eat. You know, I thought Banabahawo, they are well eaters and all that. Duranto would not really eat the first month. Cool. So the parents would say, no, put a few items on there, basically plates for lunch, which would be like boma fries, nuggets, and then maybe the mom would make rice and beans, or you know, something that at least they will eat something solid. Guys, Duranto would not eat unless aja yogurt or anwa smoothie or batong amen. The first month it's going, but it's very hard for me. I break down this one time crying because Duranto was crying for the dad for a good hour and a half. Guys, keep in mind I start work at 8:30, and from 8:30 Duranto was crying the entire time for Papaye. The entire time. Alala, the dad. And then the dad finally came, and then Duranto kept quiet, so the dad took Duranto, and I was with Paseka. Is that the name I gave? Paseka, right? The entire time. Paseka was I won't even lie, Paseka was the better kid. And when it started, you would have thought Duranto would be the better kid, but that didn't turn out like that. Paseka was the better kid. Paseka would eat. Paseka knew that, okay, see you later, mommy, you know? And I think the second month, that's when we really got the hang of it, or the schedule I had for them really got the hang of that. I would wake up in the morning, the parents would give them breakfast, cool, 8:30 they come to me, and we basically start our day from there. It went on for about 3 weeks. Holy sharp, guys, ne? Schedule is like I'm smooth. I'm like, okay, no, yes, we're making progress. Did I not blow my horn before anything else? Did I not blow my horn? Because please tell me why the last week of May, I don't know what happened. I didn't see them for a weekend. I got one of those kids for a weekend, and that weekend, the next week, it was hell. Guys, I was getting frustrated this one time because Hababa, they did not want to sleep. It was very hard to put them to sleep. I started getting the hang of it, and then out of nowhere, they just did not want to sleep anymore. Guys, keep in mind, they're 2. They're gonna turn 3. Well, God, still gonna turn 3. They did not want to sleep. Guys, sorry. They did not want to sleep. And that would be very hard because they would start being, you know, when a kid is tired and does not sleep, they started becoming very, you know, you could tell they're tired. Cool. And within this time period, we did have talks with the family, them expressing to me that Karabo, when we interviewed you, you are not this person. Because I was very bubbly, I was very, you know, me. You guys know me. I was very out there, you know, like bubbly and fun, right? So they were like, no, you seem very reserved, you seem like somebody who does not want to be bothered. But for me, they set the tone to be like that, right? Because they would do their own thing, guys, and honestly I didn't mind it. They would, well, do their own thing. For me, with my previous family, it was, I used to do things with them, right? They would invite me, I would either decline or accept, and that would be cool, you know? But with this family, they were like, no, we invited you once and you declined our invitation, so you were supposed to invite us. And I was like, yeah, that is so weird. That is so weird. But okay, so hence I was like doing my own thing. Cool. Because if I invite you, it means I'm paying. And with what I'm getting, I will not be able to cover for everybody. You understand? Sharp. So I think the next weekend after I got there, the first full weekend I was there, I don't know if it was the Saturday or the Sunday, but I went downstairs around 10:30. That's when I woke up. I went to go make myself some food, right? Cool. And the dad is like, Karabo, we're gonna go to the mall in 30 minutes if you'd like to come. And I'm like, 30 minutes? 30
minutes?
30 minutes?
30 minutes. 30,
I'm
yes.
like, it's okay, I'm gonna skip this one, but I will come next time. But there was no next time of any kind of invitation after that, right? So I would go to the mall by myself and do stuff by myself. I made 2 friends down the street and it was lovely. I would take walks with the friends that I made there and it would be great, right? I didn't really have a personal relationship with my previous family, and that was okay. But to me, I just felt like you could have told me that this is what you want. Because guys, number one, for me, in order for my bubbly side to show, I need to feel that welcomed in your house. You understand? Not force myself on, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was not about to do that. So I stayed in my lane and did my own thing, went to work, and that was it, right? And yeah, nothing hectic. But the other things that made me rematch more than Toronto always crying for the dad, and just that making it very hard for me in all to work, right? There were some comments made along the way. For you don't love my children. For I help you with the kids because they will be running to the office and all that. I help you with the kids, but I don't seem to give my own time after when I'm done working and I can still see the mom is working. Okay, no, it's okay, you can continue to work and I'll watch your kids until you're done and all that, right? What else? Oh, there was an incident about a room cleaning, right? The cleaners were coming that morning, that Monday, and I did not know. And they got there. I did not know until they got there. And I texted the host mom that, can you please let the cleaners skip my room for today? It's a bit messy. And then she wrote me a clump text, like a whole thing about why is your room messy? We expect the house to be a certain way. We need to have a further talk about what's causing this mess in your room, Kara, babe. Right? And because I was putting the kids to sleep when I texted that. She texted back and I looked at it and I'm like, I read it and I left her unread. Cool. So I let that be. I went on doing my job that day, and later on I text Amboza for what would I like to eat and all that, right, guys? And I guess when because guys, that day I keja dinagana o tsena dijo tsotlhe kore o nkile utlwa o forsa ntho e tsena dine sa batlo tsena, they did not, right? And but I did tell them, I'm like, hey, can I please talk to you lemon now when you guys are done with dinner or whatever, come back, because they're in. I'm like, when you guys come back, I would like to talk to you guys. And I did express in this chat that we had, when I pulled up for a chat, I'm like, the message you wrote was very rude. I feel like you could have written it some kind of way, like another way, like just like on in a good way. No, Karabo, we pay the or like she could have said, okay, Karabo, no problem, but we do expect our house to be a certain way. Can you please have your room ready next time the cleaners come, because you pay for that room, right? And to me, it baffled me so much, because there were days that she would say to me, if the kids need to sleep now, it's okay, the cleaners will leave the room and not clean it. So it was just like very sus to me in that certain way, like okay, maybe it's just me. And guys, along like within this 3 months, right, there were just some weird vibes I was getting that was just like right? Hence I kept to myself and did my own thing, and I was like, okay, you know what, it's just gonna be professional and that's it. But I could not, because guys, I would be so tired after working and just want to go to my room, you know? And you'd hear comments like, sometimes when we're like having a chat or something, comments like, oh, that exact day when we were talking, the message was rude and all that. And then suddenly I don't know, why am I saying she's rude and all that and all that and all that, right? Shut. And then what was I saying? Yeah, cool. She was like, no, why are you saying I'm rude? Blah 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 blah. Ma'am, I did not say you're rude. I said that message you said was very rude. You know, the tone was very offish on what you said. Guys, I'm gonna put it right here. And my chat was, why am I feeling like this if I know how a good family feels like? And guys, I'm not even saying they're a bad family, but they were not my family. But I was not the only one who felt like their previous OP felt like that. So I'm just like, is it us or is it you? Because clearly, somewhere, somehow, you trying to like, who's the problem in this whole thing, right? Cool. So it was just very baffling to me that type of, this is not what I signed up for. Guys, I was so emotionally exhausted, get the kids, that, well, I broke down again for this one time, and it was very weird to me, because that has never been who I am, or that has never been someone that I am. If maybe like I've been having a hard week or anything, I would just cry by myself in my room, guys, and just leave it at that. But breaking down in front of kids, no, could never be me. Okay, it could have never been me. But this 3 months, I saw it, right? And then I made a friend around the complex, and I was like, yo dude, can I come with you to the gym, because access card. Am I gonna take the kids to the gym? And in my mind, I literally said this, that's weird, why would I take kids to the gym? I was like, to the gym, because I was like to the mom when I got there, you guys give me an access card, because I want to go to the gym, right? Mogele are to me, oh, and then they never came back to me about it. So did you ever find out about the access card? What? And then Magella was like, they say it should only be, you should get you one as a caregiver, and you can only use it when you're with the kids. And I'm like, that is weird, right? Cool. And nice. I'm like, okay, it's very clear that bahana. And it's very weird because I did ask her before I even meshed with them, like, is there a gym nearby or anything? And in this, like, in respect to me being like, okay, I'm gonna get my own membership, you know, but I live there and I'm like, why should I pay for a gym when there's a gym here, you know, Uber gym, yeah, that whole thing. But it was like, no. So I made a friend and I went to the gym with her for like a few days after work, and that was so good, guys. Like, I could feel my spirit just being, you know, calm. And then I just sensed weird vibes. I don't even wanna lie. I got sick, right? I got sick for a few days, and then after that few days when I was fine, I never went back because also I sensed some vibes, and it was just like like they'll be chilling in the living room, and then when I'm back they'll be like donating as if I don't know. Guys, so many such things happened. You see, while I'm sitting here, I'm just like making so many yours in my head because I'm realizing that was a gag situation. Period. And then they have like, yeah. But yeah, guys, that is essentially what had happened within the 3 months I was there. And so one Friday, I was just over it, and then I called my mother. I'm like, just know that I'm gonna look for a new family, and you know, see if I find something that's suitable for me, and I find a family that actually wants to include me in stuff. And my mom was like, okay, Manaka, just pack your stuff, my love, and do you, boo, basically. And I'm like, cool. I call my LCC, very wonderful, like, she helped me. Yo, but I love you, girl. Anywho, my LCC, I then called her and I told her my situation. I'm like, I am ready to hop on my next, you know, bus or my next whatever. She's like, okay, just tell me when you want to do it and all that. I'm like, cool, I'll let you know. So that weekend I went with my boyfriend to Houston, and on our way back, guys, when I tell you, it was such a good time. The vibes were vibing. It was giving. It was, you know, a great time. Cool. But then now on our way back, my man could see that my girl is not okay, like, emotionally, because I was really just like thinking that I'm going back there again, like, and I had already planned to rematch that week. I was gonna work that week and then be done, but my spirit could not. So while I'm on my way, I text the host mom and I'm like, hey, I'm on my way back home, can I please talk to you and your husband? Guys, they left me. They probably just saw them and said like, strife or something, because it's giving that. It's giving, you know. They did not answer me, and I would have gotten to the house and been like, I want to rematch and I am leaving immediately, because you can do that. So nobody answered me, nothing. So I got back there and I packed my stuff and I left because I can't have a phone. phone, man. So okay, Fede, I tried telling them for like Kazaya, Akasite, I'm out of here. Tuesdays, right? But nobody answered me, so I just took my stuff. I took the little things I had there. I had already started packing, like my mom told me, and I just left, put my stuff in the boot, and I left, and that was it. My LCC was even on holiday, guys. Such a sweet lady. She was on holiday, and she started my rematch and all that, and then people from cultural care called me, and it was, yeah. Would you recommend? No, I'd give them a 0, a solid. They're like, would you recommend them to another one who pay? I'm like, no, I would not, because emotionally, you're going, right? And then you're there with people about gaslighter, about manipulator, guys. Oh, I wish I recorded all of this. When did but gay. It'll not happen like that, but that is how I got to rematch and leave where I was living. I was there for 3 months, and I felt like I was there for 10 years. I was like, it should not be this hard. You cannot tell me it's this hard. I'm like, no, it should not feel like this. This is not it. I come from a family where it felt, I mean, there were days, where the kids would probably act up, but no, guys, oh no, that is not even everything. Let me tell you guys this one. I'm just saying, giving kids sugar in the morning, popsicle, cinnamon roll, guys, and I was told that I should speak to the kids like a 2-year-old. Like, I did not have a 2-year-old host kid previously. No. And when I told the mom that the other kid was basically throwing a tantrum because I said, no, you can't have popsicle in the morning, you can have it later, she was like, but he does not know what no means. And I was just very baffled, because when you said no to the kid, he would throw a tantrum, even to the parents, and I'm just like, and I would just give him. Guys, the family to America. Guys, but for my intro, save me. Okay, not everybody is like that, but that's just how I felt there. I was like, there's a very clear sign for but for my intro, no. But yeah, that's my story. That is essentially why I rematched and I just got a new family, because it was not cute. I would say the best moment for me in that last 3 months was doing stuff with my friends. And I'm not saying it was all bad. There were some good parts, but the bad outweighs the good. The bad outweighs the good, and that is why I was like, vibe, I'm good. It made me think a lot of, when I got there, I thought a lot about rematch, guys, but I was like, let me give it a chance. But my gut, guys, trust your gut. And what was funny is that with my previous family, I never thought about rematch. Even though it was a hard day, a bad day, I would not think about rematch, because the good was way more than the bad, honestly. So, guys, you just rematch if it's not good. Essentially, that is what I will say to you. Rematch, because these families would chop your head off the block and not even think about you. They would get somebody new and you would be left out, So I was like, before it's my head being chopped off, let me chop their heads first, because I was not gonna do that, you know. I was not. And when I tell you guys, I don't know if it was God, but I think it was God. I was their karma in a way, because banasa treat bana ba ban sharp, guys. They banasa ba treat sharp. So the fact that thought came to my mind, but okay, just leave them because I blame. And then the time came, okay, let me tell them, and you know, just be human about it. So go, oh, okay, no, fair, again, this is how it's supposed to be, because you know. So yeah, man, if you got this far, leave any questions you have in the comment section. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I am with my new family, and yeah, they are so good. So yeah, guys, there's always better out there. Don't stick with gag because you feel like, yo, this is a great opportunity, you know. Don't do that to yourself. But anyway, that is my little rematch story. I have like 8 months left in the program, and yeah, then I'll be done, and that will be it for me. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below, and please like the video, please share with a fellow friend. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I love you guys so much, and goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.